Now this is also a good time, I should have told you this. If you want to put stamps on this bottom area right here, then you really want to do that when this part is open. And I'm good, I can still do it now, because I haven't gotten those coils too far yet. So what you're going to do is you're going to take your spoon, you're going to put it inside, put it towards the bottom where you want to put those stamps. I'm not worried about this, I'll fix it later. And then choose what you want to stamp into it. I really like this chain, which is just so much fun. And so what I can do is hold this spoon against the side of the container. I like to use my middle finger because it's the longest to get towards the bottom where that spoon is. I'm going to lay this on its side. And I can push out where I'm adding this towards the bottom. So I can push this in and do that. For this particular shape, I'm not thinking that that's actually the best choice. I'm thinking that it would look really nice if I put that chain shape at the bottom here. If you're going to put a repeated pattern at the very bottom, that's a lot easier. The reason why is because you can put your finger easily here while you push this into the bottom. I'm going to go ahead, and I can see that this is still really wet. It's really not to the point that I want it to get as far as being dry. But I do want to show you how easy it is to press in different shapes. So I've just dried out the clay just a bit with the hairdryer, just right here, so that I can show you how you can do this. So any kind of thing that you like, you can just lay it. I think I want it right on the edge, right there. Drape it over. And now I'm going to squeeze, squeeze, squeeze. And I can go all the way around, but I'm not going to do that while you guys are here. And that's a really nice pattern, just beautiful. This is a wire pattern that I made, so I got some different colored wire and made this kind of little flower pattern. I can put that on there. So I'm supporting it on the inside and then pushing that little pattern on the outside. So notice I got the top and the bottom, but I didn't get the sides. So if that happens, you have to put it back in and then push on one side and then push on the other side. And there we are. So if I did that all the way around, that would look really beautiful. All right. So that's how you do the stamping. Now, finishing up this, I'm going to get a little more of this coil to finish this up. All right. And you can see that the paper is starting to rip because I got the paper wet. That's something to be aware of. Luckily, I'm not going to need all this. So I'm just going to score and ignore that little part that has the paper on it. So it's not really a big deal if that happens. If it happens in a big area, that's when you have a problem. But if it's just a little tiny area like this, we're going to paint this. I just used my my paper clip on this part, and that newspaper got all, or this paper got all cut up, so it's okay. It's all right. This one, there wasn't much friction, which was nice. I'm going to put it in the water again. Look at my container. I can see that, of course, this is the low point. So I'm going to add this nice thick piece here. Do I want this to go out at the top? Maybe I'll make it go a little bit out because I'm making the bottom go a little bit out. So there we are. And now we're going to smooth. So now we need that wonderful credit card or whatever kind of card you can get your hands on. My students are so sweet. I often get those Starbucks cards. Perfect for this. And now I'm going to go downward. Oh, that's a little bit too dry. So I'm going to go ahead and add a little water. Scratch it a little bit. One time I had this teapot that was going in the American Museum of Ceramic Art, and I didn't do this step, and it ended up having little cracks, which getting rid of those little cracks was not fun. So I learned that I really needed to scratch things beforehand when I was dragging fresh clay over it. Live and learn, right? All right. So I'm not reaching that top area yet. I'm working on this bottom area first. And then I'm going to look at it. It's looking nice. I'm looking to see if it's even. I'm looking to see the shape. And now I'm fooling with the shape, looking at it from the side, seeing if I like what I see, seeing if it's equal on both sides, pushing it in where it's not equal. This crack here, I'm not too worried about. I'm just going to smooth it over because this clay is super soft. If it was harder clay, then I would have to be concerned about that. But this clay is gushy. Very, very gushy. All right. So I'm really kind of liking it so far. Now I am working on the inside. And I think I want to extend it. I want to make it a little bit taller. So you can see that I'm pinching, squeezing it to make it taller. All right. And then if I want the top to go out a bit, then of course I'm going to take my fingers and squeeze out, squeeze out, squeeze out. So I'm pushing out this way instead of up. If I want it to go up, then I'm going to squeeze it this way. Out, I'm going to squeeze it this way. So just think of any way that you put your finger, it's going to affect the shape of this. So if it's not going in the direction that you want it to go, you're just going to figure out what you're doing with your fingers that's not making it do what you'd like it to do. All right. So that's it. Thank you so much, everyone. Have a wonderful rest of the day. Bye-bye for now.